Yeah, it's Zach, stepping up to the game, living life prepared, I'm not here for the fame. With a plan in my hand, gotta make it alright. Through the storms and the struggles, I'm ready to fight. Prepare for the worst while I aim for the best. Zach's unique prepping, we're reaching new heights. Living strong and ready, we're chasing the lights. With courage as armor, we'll conquer the day. Together we rise, we'll fight our own way. Stacking knowledge and skills, I'm building my base. In this world of chaos, I'm finding my space. No fear in the hustle, I'm sharpening my tools. When the world brings the waves, I'm breaking the rules. Stand tall, keep grinding, never lose sight. Yeah, Zach's unique prepping, we're reaching new heights. Living strong and ready, we're chasing the lights. With courage as armor, we'll conquer the day. Together we rise, we'll find our own way. We'll find our own way. Stand tall, keep grinding, never lose sight. Stacking knowledge and skills, I'm building my base. In this world of chaos, I'm finding my space. No fear in the hustle, I'm sharpening my tools. When the world brings the waves, I'm breaking the rules. Stand tall, keep grinding, never lose sight. Never lose sight. Yeah, stand tall, keep grinding, never lose sight. Lift brick every chain, with Zach in the lead. We'll never feel pain, never feel pain, never feel pain. With Zach in the lead, we'll never feel pain, never feel pain, never feel pain. With Zach in the lead, we'll never feel pain. With Zach in the lead, we'll never feel pain. With Zach in the lead, we'll never feel pain. We'll never feel pain, we'll never feel pain. We'll never feel pain.
Welcome to Unique Prepping. My name is Zach, and I'm here to show you that no matter the challenges we face, like my own experience with cerebral palsy, we can all be prepared. Prepping isn't just about survival, it's about independence, confidence, and community. You see, prepping is for everyone. It's about taking control of our future, no matter our limitations. Here on Unique Prepping, I'll share tips, techniques, and strategies that anyone can use, regardless of ability. Together, we'll build a community where everyone contributes, learns, and grows stronger. So, whether you're a seasoned prepper or just getting started, join me on this journey. Let's empower ourselves and unite to create a better, more resilient future. Because in this community, everyone has a role to play. Disclaimer. While this stream is intended for everyone, some views expressed by guests or in comments may not reflect that of the content creator or sponsors. With that said, we welcome your views as a vital part of this community. And now it's time for Unique Preppings Community Live Stream.
You're damn right some of the views and opinions expressed by the guest on Unique Prepping show is not the opinions that necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Unique Prepping. That'd be me.
For sure.
Hey, Twinsy. Hey, Zach.
What's up, Zach?
Good night. Good morning. Why so late?
Hello, our prepping community, and welcome to the 23rd installment of Unique Prepping's Community. On tonight's episode, we will be discussing the bug-out bag and the 10 most essential items that could be life-saving items for your own bag. I'm your host, producer, and community member Unique Prepping, and with me are my very good friend and community member Chrissy from Brain Benders Banter and my brother and community member Buff from Sick 2210 Productions. Down in the description, I put their link, please go subscribe to them. How are you tonight?
Amazing. How are you doing, Zach? Shane, how are you? I think we're all good. It's pouring rain here in California. I don't know like what your guys' weather's doing, but it's
We had
crazy
rain
rain.
last night.
Oh, it's
pretty,
heavy rain. Like I'm talking like heavy rain.
That was nice today.
Oh, you're lucky.
We got it yesterday. It may have moved from east to west. Maybe
Right?
I don't know.
Exactly. Hello, everyone. Wow, such a warm welcome.
There's a lot of people in the chat. Hey, everybody.
I know. Hello, everyone. If I miss anyone, thank you. Saying hi. Hello, everyone.
That's good, and I'm doing good. Thank you for
Good.
joining me tonight. A
Thank you for
bug-out bag
having
is one of the
us.
most critical tools in any prepper's arsenal. It's a compact yet comprehensive kit designed to help you survive in emergency situations where you might need to leave your home quickly. Whether it's due to natural disasters, societal unrest, or other unforeseen circumstances, having the right items in your bug-out bag can make all the difference between being prepared and being caught off guard. Today, we'll explore the importance of these life-saving bags and break down the 10 essential items that no bug-out bag should be without. Preparing for emergencies isn't about paranoia, it's about readiness. A well-thought-out bug-out bag ensures you have access to basic necessities such as water, food, shelter, and first aid supplies. These essentials provide the foundation for survival when resources are scarce or inaccessible. We'll also discuss how to tailor your bag to your unique abilities, location, and potential risks, making it a personal lifeline in times of need. When building a bug-out bag, it's essential to focus on practicality and efficiency. Each item should serve a clear purpose, and the overall kit should remain portable and easy to carry. This episode will guide you through assembling a bag that balances weight, durability, and functionality, ensuring you're equipped to handle any emergency with confidence. We'll also touch on common mistakes to avoid and how to prioritize items based on different scenarios. As we go through this essential prepping topic, don't forget to engage with our content. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment to support Unique Prepping and help spread awareness about the importance of readiness. Your feedback and questions fuel our community discussions and help us grow together as a group of proactive individuals. If you're looking for additional resources, visit the Unique Prepping linktree for access to our merchandise, donation options, and social media links. There, you'll also find affiliate links to our sponsors, whose products help make prepping more accessible and effective for everyone. Supporting them supports us, and together, we can strengthen our community's preparedness. Do you have anything to add before we start?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm tired.
Oh, come on. We're live later than this. Last night we were live until 3:00 in the morning, my time in Cali.
This is
Stop
your
it.
fault.
I know it was. Take full blame.
But no, I think if anything to add, before we get to the bug out bag situation, is like one thing in that sense of preparedness that's essential. Well, I guess we're going to get to that in a second, but in the manner to prepare your bug out bag, at least know or have an idea where you're going to go. Always ahead of, like, right now. People think of that right now. If something was to happen, where are you going to go? Which direction you heading? I know where I'm going. It's just something to think about, and it just kind of plays into what I need to pack in my bag for that environment you're going into, the weight, stuff like that. But yeah, everybody, you take a minute, take some time, think about where would I go. What's the first place I think I'd be safe? But yeah.
I also take under consideration, like, I have multiple types of bug out bags. Like, I have a go-to bag, what means like I'm gonna stay home, power's going out. There might be like a hurricane or a fire or something. It knocks out power, storm weather, something like that. And then I also have like a go bag for my vehicle because if something happens and I'm driving and I'm not home, how am I going to get to my bug out bag? So I do have a bug out bag also for my vehicle in case I'm driving and not able to get home or I'm at work. So I'm prepared as well. I'm ready when you guys are ready.
Yeah, Sugar Burger knows.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows.
These are some of the things that we're going to touch base on tonight is all of these things. Zach's got some amazing questions. Thank you, Emery. Thank you,
Yeah,
Emery.
Emery. I never thought to do that. To
Hi,
keep
Danny.
one in my truck in case I'm out there. Same thing you just said, BBB. I definitely need to re-put one in my truck.
Just in case you're not home and you can't get home to get to it. And yes, Danny, it is pouring rain and very bad weather here. So I don't know what's going on, but it's affecting me. But yeah, so that's one of the things a lot of people don't think about too, is if you're not at home and an emergency happens, what would you do and how would you get prepared? Because you assume that you're going to be home.
Question number 1. What are the top 10 essential life-saving items that every bug-out bag should contain, and why are they critical for survival?
Which one?
My list
Shane?
is a little longer.
Shane, you go first.
I saw this question you put up there, and I just made a list of stuff I had in mind. A little more than 10, but essentially
I made
number
mine
1.
10, just the 10 top ones. I had more than 10 too, but I limited it to 10 for Zach. The top 10.
Yeah, I couldn't narrow it down to essential.
Then how are you going to carry a bag that big?
Oh, it's actually not that heavy. Surprisingly enough, this is like the bag I have. It's actually not that heavy, and it's kind of like a duffel bag that has straps on it to where I can wear it like a backpack, and has the cross parts on it. I don't have it with me right now. It's in storage right now.
I don't have mine with me either. But yeah. I would recommend having a book on herbal remedies. Thank you, Mama.
Oh, now you make me think of that. I need a book on plants.
I'm reading comments on the screen. Fire, water, shelter.
But my number 1 is a basic first aid kit. Just absolutely somewhere you can do some bandages, antiseptics, stuff like that. Maybe some Advil, Tylenol, stuff like that. What's that stuff they call Neosporin? Stuff like that. And I think Slash comes with that is like Ace bandages.
Yeah.
I keep 2 in mine. Just in case you might need you sprain something, you need to wrap something up, or you need to make a splint. But also with the splints comes a bag of zip ties. At least like the kind of longer ones. There's like at least long enough to wrap around your arm, at least by the bicep, at least that long to wrap around them. So that's like kind of my first aid kind of stuff. No, I'm reading my list here. A survival straw. Absolutely got to have the survival straw. A little one you can find you a nice little creek and sip through it, and it filters up all that stuff. And if you get in a pinch, but with that survival straw, also, I keep about 6 bottles of water. Not that cheap crap either. The ones with the clear plastic top. No. I gotta have the ones with the good top, like Aquafina or Dasani would have. If
Fiji.
anything, not that brand. No, Fiji. I keep 6 bottles of smart water. My booger. No, it's just for the purposes of that cap, because those caps are pretty guaranteed and solid. Unlike the cheap ones you get, they have that clear white plastic top that won't reseal properly a lot of the times. You can't trust them. So that's a good 6 good water bottles. Of course, an extra handgun and ammo. This is just some of the stuff that's in the bag. Other stuff I'm carrying on me. Because I have, I got belts, sheaves, and stuff for that to carry other stuff, and a vest to where I can carry stuff on me. This is all strictly to the bag.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll keep an extra firearm, ammo, and a gun cleaning kit. Because I want to be able to clean my gun in case something happens, Of course, that's essential. I don't even think we got to get into that one. Matches and lighters. Like to have options. Just like to have options. If the matches accidentally, you want to keep your matches in one of those waterproof cases always. And lighters can dry out. You give them some time, but as long as you got your matches in a waterproof container, should be good to go. I have 1 change of clothes, just 1. But more importantly, I'll keep maybe 3 pairs of socks, if not 4. If I learned anything from life and Forrest Gump, wait, was that Forrest Gump? Yeah, it was Forrest Gump. What Captain Dan said. So when they first got to Vietnam, you want to keep dry socks. Yeah, you want to keep your feet dry. So, I'm already wearing my waterproof boots. So as they get wet, we can change them out, dry out that pair, keep it moving. Not much, but an assortment of like dry food and specifically canned tuna with a can opener. As a canned tuna because it's lightweight, they're small, they're easy to carry, they're full of protein. Dry foods, I see dry foods like in the sense of like granola bars, stuff like that, stuff that's going to keep giving you protein and sugar also. You don't know how important sugar can be in situations like that, but I try to limit it to that. But I don't keep much in mind. I got what I got mine. I think I got about like 8 cans of tuna and probably about 15 or 20 granola bars. I have to go back and count, but just enough to not be too much. Like all of this stuff fits in this bag perfectly. We set the ace bandages, zip ties, a poncho, a good poncho. If not a poncho, a rain suit. I got a nice lightweight rain suit that actually breathes a little bit. Just in case you get caught in one like monsoons or some crap like that, and it's just like what BBB's dealing with right now. Throw that thing on. It's the same one I use while I truck driving. Now I took it out the bag, so I started using it for while I was truck driving. The thing just keeps me completely dry, no matter how bad it's raining. And other truckers would look at me crazy. He was like, "Man, you got the whole suit," and I was like, "Yep, I'm dry." You're dang all right. A small toolkit. I mean, like so minimal of a toolkit of your basic socket sizes with at least a dependable ratchet, um, pliers, cutters, maybe a small hammer, Phillips head, and a flathead screwdriver. That's about it. That's about all I need. Um, Simple big lighters are reliable. Zippos are good too. Also, torch lighters are good and inexpensive from gas stations if you can find them. Yeah. Have one that still works after 15 years. Yeah, Zippos are reliable. They're expensive.
That's a really good point,
For the
Ben.
price of a Zippo though, I can buy about 20 Bics. I have a bright red bug out bag and a gray man bug out bag. All right, small toolkit. This one crucial: glow sticks and flares.
Yep.
I probably have more glow sticks than I do of flares, but flares just in the case of maybe you need help, maybe you see something, maybe you need to get somebody's attention. You can break that flare, and that might be seen. Maybe I don't have a flare gun, but flares can come in handy, and they can also help as fire starters. But glow sticks, definitely, if you're trekking your way through the dark somewhere you really can't see. But I mean, like, I already have my flashlight on my hip.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about batteries or anything. Yeah, yeah, it's a good one.
To use that flashlight as little as possible.
Right,
simple
reserve energy.
Simple toiletries. Like,
Cash,
you know,
including
like
small bills and lots of quarters.
I have
In case
like
you need to do laundry, NorCal.
I have a large towel, a small towel, roll of toilet paper, a bar of soap, toothpaste, and a toothbrush, and just left it at that. Just in case, you know, I might find some fresh water and be like, all right, I want to clean up, and maybe I got some blood on me from hunting some prey, because I've got 3 different knives on me on my hips, but but just little toiletries, a thermal blanket. And when I say thermal blanket, I mean like those ones, like those NASA blankets,
like
like the ones
firefighters have.
the bushfire guys, the ones that they use to protect themselves over that. Yeah, one of those, a handful of Ziploc bags, just in case.
Yes, because everything is waterproof with Ziploc bags.
Yeah, if I need to waterproof
none,
something,
2 equals 1. 2 flashlights, for example, equal item should have at least 2 uses.
Just in case I need to waterproof something, or if I need to collect something. Maybe I'm coming across those plants that, like, oh yeah, I can eat that. I can eat that. That I put the storage place.
That's a good one. Dab Daddy, paracord. That's a good one. And duct tape, paracord and duct tape, always. Yeah.
Yeah, about 20 feet of rope.
I use paracord.
Always comes in handy.
I always use paracord just because it's so sturdy and it doesn't fray, or it's pretty good.
Yeah, you never know when you've had enough and you found a sturdy branch, and it's like enough of this crap.
I'm done.
Snow traction. I have these snow traction shoe slips. Now, I bought these while I was running up in the north where it snowed a lot, and they just fit. They're like they're rubbery with these crazy metal grips on them, and they just compress so small, so they just fit beautifully in the bag. But you never know you need extra traction, and they just slip right over my shoes and my boots. They're almost a one size fit all, and they've come in so beautifully handy. So I added them to my bag. I got another pair of those, and the last one I got is a decent set of binoculars, just to see where you're going. If you want to scout out, maybe a position, see if there's any danger ahead of you, especially if you got a good vantage point. Definitely set of binoculars. Sorry that I say it like that, but the last time I ever heard the word said, it was said like that, and I can't remember where I heard it said like that. It might have been Snatch, the movie.
That was all.
I don't remember. I don't remember. But that's my bug out bag. Yeah,
My
50
turn.
feet. Yeah, that's a good length. Yeah.
Zach says, my turn. So I typed mine all out into a Word document to myself. So I'm going to read it to you guys. All right. So number one, I have water filtration. And I want to let you guys know something about water filtration. You guys are really going to laugh at me, and you guys are probably going to think that I'm crazy. But tampons, small little OB tampons you could put in the top of a water bottle will actually work as a water filtration system. And when it's raining, help you collect water, and it'll go down the string into the water bottle and help you collect the water. So small little tampons, whether you're male or female, can be a life-saving thing. So I'm just letting you know, they can also work if you have a wound because they're cotton, and they could also work in a situation where like you hold on, I wrote this down. So it's for water filtration. Oh, a fire starter. So it also helps you if you need a fire starter. You can use them as a fire starter. So a couple of small, tiny little tampons in a Ziploc bag to keep them dry will take you really far, believe it or not. And most people think I'm crazy when I say tampons.
Tampons it is.
Tampons. Thank God you have a girl up here. Yeah. All right. And then I have, give me 1 second. Let me get my list that I typed out for myself for Zach. I did a lot of homework on this. So I have a first aid kit, a water filtration system, including tampons, a fire starter of some sort, which is waterproof matches, a lighter, and also, like I said, I like to keep fire steel. It's critical for warmth, cooking, and signaling. So I have reliable ways to have or start a fire in weather it is vital. So I have a multi-tool knife like a Leatherman. So I have multiple tools on that. I also have one that's like an axe shovel multi-tool. So my multi-tools are for indispensable for food preparation, building shelters, and self-defense. Also, I have the flashlight, headlight, and glow sticks, like Shane said.
Oh, you're carrying less than me.
Shelter.
No, no. I mean, like when you just said that, the whole the multi-tool thing. That was like I got my Leatherman on me, and then also I have my machete that has blade and then serrated that I use for cutting stuff. So I was like, maybe I could reduce all of that. I don't know. I still got.
I just have my multi-tools. So I have one that is like a machete, axe, and shovel all in one, and that just goes right into my go bag.
Okay, so that's cool. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a multi-tool. So I'm totally for the multi-tools. So, and then the flashlight headlamp, extra batteries that I keep in Ziploc bags. Also, like you said, zip strips and duct tape, rope, non-perishable food, warm clothing and cool clothing, because you never know what extreme the weather might be. So I also keep like a tank top, wool socks, only pack wool socks, because wool socks, even in the heat, will keep your feet dry. But in the cold and in the wet, they'll also keep your feet warm. So I believe firmly in Milano wool. Waterproof bags and containers, zip strips, rope, a whistle, and also signaling device. So I keep a whistle and a little mirror for a signaling device. And those are my top 10. I had more, but I reduced it so that I could just answer Zach's top 10. But I have to have tampons for multiple reasons.
Yeah, Zach knew better than to ask me that question. 10? Yeah.
I have more than 10 too, but I figured I would.
Hey Chrissy, a subscriber is asking if the water would be safe through tampons because it might cause toxic shock.
Oh, you're hilarious. It only causes
Oh,
toxic shock if a woman uses it for a certain period of time in her personal body. If you've never used it and you put it in a water bottle, you will never get toxic shock. You're hilarious. But yes, I am a brain bender, and thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Yes, tampons catch on fire quickly. Yes, they do.
oh, do they?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hi,
I've
Keebler.
never burnt a tampon. I mean, I don't know.
Keebler says you should not need me. You should not ask more than 10 items to survive. Anything you can't carry it all every day. So that's a good point, Keebler. Thanks for coming, Keebler. I sure hope you're doing okay, Keebs.
I don't know. Ben George kind of makes a good point. Bug out bag should also include the skills to use the items in the bug out
Right. And each bug out
bag.
bag should have just the essentials of how long you plan on surviving, or if it's a short period of time. The chemicals.
Yeah. I think we got that question coming up in a minute
I think that's
here.
coming up in Zach's questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Ram. Ram. Hi, Ram. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys. Zach, you have a really cool community over here. Thank you
A
for the
bug-out
invite.
bag should always include water filtration systems, as access to clean water can be a matter of life or death. For those with cerebral palsy, lightweight and easy-to-use filters are crucial, while individuals with blindness may benefit from tactile markers on devices to identify usage points. High-protein food bars or meal replacements are vital, particularly for those with Down syndrome or autism who may have specific dietary needs or sensitivities. Packaging should be simple to open and consume without extensive preparation. First aid kits tailored to individual medical requirements, such as braces or sensory aids for SPD, ensure immediate attention to health emergencies. Fire-starting tools such as waterproof matches or magnesium rods are another critical inclusion. These items can be life-saving for warmth or signaling, but for individuals with cerebral palsy or motor impairments, user-friendly designs with minimal dexterity requirements are ideal. Communication tools like a portable radio or whistle are essential, ensuring anyone can call for help. Visual or tactile alerts can make these tools accessible for those with blindness or hearing impairments. Emergency blankets, which are compact yet effective, provide warmth and comfort, and sensory-friendly materials can reduce overstimulation for those with SPD or autism. Other essentials include multi-tools for various tasks. For those with unique abilities, selecting lightweight and easy-to-grip designs ensures they can use these tools effectively. Flashlights with long battery life and tactile controls are indispensable, especially for individuals who rely heavily on touch or adaptive lighting. Maps and compasses should feature large print and tactile markings for accessibility. Including personal identification and medical documents in a waterproof pouch ensures first responders have critical information about unique needs. Each of these items serves a dual purpose of addressing survival basics while accommodating various challenges. Choosing durable, lightweight, and sensory-friendly options ensures accessibility and preparedness. Tailoring each item to specific needs reinforces the importance of inclusivity in prepping. The right tools can empower anyone to thrive in an emergency situation, regardless of their abilities. UP out.
I got
That's a good point.
okay, hold on. Now, what's the bug out situation here to where I gotta have, you said medical records in a waterproof container? Are we talking? Well, I guess we're gonna get to that in a second.
Jackson made some really good points, though. He made some really phenomenal points.
I mean, like, if I'm bugging out, who's the first responder? Because I think I'm gonna end up being a first responder in that scenario.
Having medical information about yourself in a Ziploc bag is
I'm
probably
gonna have my blood type on a piece of paper so some scavengers can come along and be like, oh, he's got the blood I need here, boy. Let's string him up and drain him. No.
Negative.
I don't know. You
always
don't know what goes on inside this brain. You just the way I think about things.
Wasn't we just talking about the Donner Pass the other day? Just saying, goes on in my mind. It might be similar.
Poor Cal Jim's is playing cards. Yeah. I mean, you could whittle. You get a knife. Keep your mind off things.
Like me and my nephew are nonverbal, so it'll be quick for people to help.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I keep forgetting you're tailoring this to you.
Each person. Yeah.
Sorry. What is essential for you? That wasn't the question. I'm Jesus. Right. My bad. Whoops. Oh, sorry.
But what Zach's got a good point. Every person's needs are different, and they have to think about those things when they're preparing for their bug out bag.
So if people need certain meds, would it be wise to rotate supply in their bag if possible so they aren't years old essential meds when the bag is needed?
I rotate mine out quarterly. Like I refresh everything quarterly.
So everybody keeps saying compass. See, I don't include compass because like I got one that I wear on my wrist. So
I can pretty much.
But yes, compass. That compass is a good thing to have. It definitely is a good thing to have.
If I can see the sun, I can pretty much tell what direction I'm going and like the time of day. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's a very good idea too, Limey.
Medical stuff. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess. If somebody finds you,
medical needs. Like my mom has stage 4 Parkinson's. She has medical needs. So it's important to write that stuff down.
So that goes back to a conversation me and Zach had about this. What was it, like 2 or 3 weeks ago? About the group herd mentality of better survive alone or with a group, and you know what it takes to be in a group. Note, I said compass knife. What, like a Rambo knife?
They need to be a community.
You open it up and it's got fishing wire in it and a hook.
Yeah, the toothpick and everything. Those are cool.
I had one of those.
Yeah, me too. I wanted to bring up something that most people don't think about with the bug out bag, if I can. When people pack a bug out bag, one of the things they don't really think about is the state of mind in the emergency, and pack for your state of mind. I think it's really crucial that, like, if you're going to be somewhere, that you have something, playing cards, a journal, a harmonica, a Rubik's Cube, or some puzzle, something to keep you busy and occupied in your mind if you're going to be there for a long period of time, because mental state is morale. Morale is survival.
I'll whittle.
There you go. But just something.
I already got a knife. I can find a stick.
Think about when you're packing your bug out bag, about your state of mind as well if during the emergency.
I'll turn a pine cone into a hand puppet. I'll keep my mind occupied.
Yeah, I will too. I'm creative. I'll be playing drums on things.
Well, yeah, NorCal, the fixed blade. See, think bag wise, because like I said earlier, like a fixed blade knife that's on my hip or it's hanging off of me, so it's not in the bag. Thinking like bag mentality, stuff you don't really carry on you. um in the sense of the survival straw and the filtration system, a canteen.
Yeah,
Collect
absolutely.
that water, that clean water
I
once you get
have
it. I don't know.
I have a camel pack with a filtration system, and it just helps me out a lot because I can put it underneath my pack, and then I don't have that extra thing on my hip because I also have like a knife. So,
Read if we were somewhere and something was to happen to me, and that word would need something to show people so then they know he might not communicate with them. Okay.
I think
So
that's
the
part of
medical
the thing.
records. Okay. Oh, hi, Bratty. Sorry, I didn't say hi. I think I made Bratty laugh. I think I made her mad last time.
Oh, you're so funny. A baseball could be your best friend. I think it was a volleyball,
How
but
about tennis ball?
a golf ball. It's lightweight.
Tennis ball, come back to you. You
I
need
think
a
he was talking-
Wilson.
Yeah, that's what he said. Wilson told me so.
Question number 2. How do you determine the ideal size and weight of a bug-out bag to ensure it remains practical and easy to carry during an emergency?
I'd say don't carry more than you weigh. Especially don't carry something you can't lift over your head. That's where I judge mine. That's what I recommend people. If you got to struggle to lift that bag off the ground and at least bring it up to chest level, maybe you got too much in there. And if you can't lift it over your head, you definitely got too much in there. If it throws you off balance, if you keep it on your back, and you can't maneuver, if you can't run with it on, well, losing balance and getting shifted around and the way it'll move, you got too much going on back there. It's time to drop some of that down. That's how how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for, or whatever? I want to say extenuate, but I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, that's how I determine mine. Determine. There we go. Words. Fucking shit. Yeah. But yeah, if you can't bring that thing over your head, you got too much in there.
My turn. Doc's like, go, Chrissy. Okay, I think size should depend on the person's size and weight. Children, like if they have a to-go bag, it should be lightweight because they're going to run out of energy faster. Also, depending on the person's abilities. Some people are stronger than others, so it should be what they can carry, and it's over long periods of time. But for most situations, I would say 20 to 30 pounds is usually something that people could carry on their back with straps, but it's not going to hinder them too much if it's too heavy. But if it is, then only pack the essentials and reevaluate your pack and take things out that may not be such necessity and only keep the necessities to make it to where you can survive with the basic necessities that you have, but still be able to carry it. Having the extras and struggling isn't going to help you survive. Just have the survival. I think a waist belt to distribute evenly across your body is really important in it to help distribute with the pads and comfortable. I think it shouldn't be overly bulky or have things in it that will could penetrate you or hurt you. I think if you have things like that, I tend to wrap mine like in a towel because I'm going to need the towel anyways. So I'll put like a washcloth or a towel or rags or something around it to make sure that it's not going to harm me. And then I'm going to need my first aid kit all on my own doing without the disaster. So, those I think,
Yes.
yeah, because
Yes,
I've followed
Diane, you
the
don't need your hair dryer. Just leave it.
so I again use a lot of multi-purpose items for minimizing non-essential gear, and that way it also keeps the pack lighter. Also pack smart. Do not pack a tent when you can use tarps and the emergency shelter sheets. Yeah, I absolutely
Mhm.
have emergency shelter sheets. They're extremely lightweight and they can protect you in multiple situations. And so I think also that um have like Sick was saying, definitely a poncho. You have to have a poncho or something to keep you dry. Even in my car go bag, I have a poncho in case there's a situation and my car breaks down, it's pouring rain and I'm on the side of the road or something, I get in an accident. But being dry is one of the things that keeps you alive. Like if it's wet, it will help you, or if it's cold, you don't want to get hypothermia. Like just staying dry is half the battle. So definitely just some kind of waterproofing of some sort that you have for your budget and that is light enough. That's mine, Zach.
And if you can, make sure the bag is waterproof.
I just stick mine inside a Ziploc bag. I stick it inside like a big Ziploc bag so it stays waterproof. And then I also have the Ziploc bag if I need it for other things as well.
Big as your Ziploc bag.
I have like the 5-gallon Ziploc thingy, and the 1-gallon Ziplocs and stuff.
I say the waterproof bag because the water will repel off of them. You
Right.
find a good one, the right one anyway, because you go around with that regular bag and raining, that water soaks into that thing. It's just making your load heavier.
Mhm. Yeah, you gotta cover your pack. You have to cover your pack in the rain. I always have
Yeah,
a poncho for me and a poncho for my pack.
that works too.
And also, if you end up being with someone, you have an extra, and they're not that way. They don't weigh that much.
Ben George.
I'd save you, Limey.
The ideal size and weight of a bug-out bag depend on the individual's physical capacity and mobility. For those with cerebral palsy, selecting a bag with an ergonomic design, padded straps, and chest or waist support can reduce strain during transport. Individuals with limited mobility might require compact, lightweight options that prioritize essentials without overburdening their physical abilities. Wheelchair-compatible bags or those that can attach to mobility devices offer additional accessibility. For individuals with blindness, size and weight considerations also include tactile features to help identify compartments without visual cues. A bag with distinct, raised patterns on zippers or straps can facilitate organization and reduce frustration during emergencies. Autism and sensory processing disorder require further thought about the bag's material and weight distribution. Overly heavy or scratchy materials can cause sensory discomfort, making it harder to manage in stressful scenarios. Children or adults with Down syndrome may benefit from smaller, more manageable bags that still meet their unique needs. Clear labeling and easy-to-open compartments can help them access essential items without assistance. Adjustable bags that grow with the user or have modular attachments can adapt to evolving needs. For someone assisting an individual with these unique abilities, the bag should have accessible handles or straps to make carrying it on their behalf easier. Testing the weight of the packed bag regularly ensures it remains practical. Physical abilities can fluctuate, so re-evaluating its weight allows for adjustments. Including a small pull cart or compact wagon as an alternative to carrying the bag can be a game changer for those who may struggle to bear the weight themselves. It also provides an option to store additional supplies without sacrificing mobility. Comfort and balance are as important as the bag's capacity to hold essentials. A poorly designed bag can exacerbate physical challenges or create unnecessary stress during an emergency. Distribution of weight, quality of straps, and compatibility with assistive devices ensure the bag is truly useful for all. Choosing a bag that matches individual strengths and capabilities is an integral step in preparedness. UP out.
A good one. Ben George's comments here. There are water repellent sprays for clothing and footwear. Why would you bother? Just buy the clothing. You run out of
I
that
spray
spray,
my
then
boots.
what? You can take care of your clothing. You run out of that spray, then what? You know what else works well? Oil. Just oil. They don't mix. That'll definitely repel
Rain-X.
water.
Limey says Rain-X. Limey, you just learned what Rain-X was. That's cute.
They don't have Rain-X in England.
I know. I had to explain to him what it was. It's cute.
Oh, did you? Now, Sugarburger did bring a good question though.
Would you bring your
Pets.
pets or not? Pets.
Dog, yes. Cat, dinner. Sue me. Dogs can be useful.
Yes, I mean you did.
situations. That cat. Now, other pets, yeah, I'd probably leave them behind. Probably set them free. You'd be like, y'all are free now. You know, do your thing. And probably have no survival instincts whatsoever. And it's like, I can't just bring you with me. Like, if I got my pet ball python, it's like, well, you gotta eat. You're not gonna defend me in the middle of my sleep. A dog, right?
Dog will.
I gotta find mice or something for you to eat. But that dog, you know, it's like dogs eat their own poop. It'll be fine.
Eye protection is good. Snowshoes too. I think my son has them lightweight and that hang from his bag or shoulder.
Well, let's see. That's what I said earlier. I don't have snowshoes. I have these grip thing. Do I have them with me? No, I don't. They're in storage. They go over my shoes and boots, and they got like these weird metal kind of treads and spikes on them. That boom, good for snow. Now my boots are pretty insulated, though. And like BBB was saying, the wool socks, that combination, boom. So you need. I don't need to carry
Wool
an extra
socks.
pair of shoes.
Even when they're wet, they will keep you warm.
Because by the time we get to where we're going, I think I would have come across a new pair of shoes. If I leave in the right ones, I do believe I'm gonna come across another pair. Salvaging or something, ravaging, whatever. Dogs are great signaling devices and can manage for a long time with nothing but water.
Or very little to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, they eat their own poop. So it's okay.
Well, if you're not feeding them, they're not going to have any poop to eat. So
my dog eats twigs. I mean, I swear to God, he thinks he's starving all the time. Like you get fed a lot.
I agree. Dry and healthy feet are the utmost importance. Your feet, just maintaining your feet from any wounds, keeping them dry. Yeah, it's very, very important.
You want to get that oh God, what they call it, swamp foot?
Jungle foot, yeah. Jungle foot.
Yeah, that. Yeah. You don't want to get that.
No.
Being a Labrador, he's a rescue. We found him in the ditch. So I think that's what he was eating as a puppy, trying to survive. It was like sticks and twigs and stuff. And he still does it to this day. He gets fed regularly snacks all the time, and then send him outside, and he'll find a nice little stick and just sit there and just start eating it, not chewing it and cleaning his teeth, but literally eating it. And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he just look up at you like, "Dude, you just ate." All right. I think it's just something that's instilled in his mind. But anyway, nothing about the dog. Trench foot. Trench foot. That's the word I'm looking for, Limey. Thank you. Trench foot.
Which is basically jungle rot.
Yeah. That's the phrase I was looking for, though. Trench foot. Yeah. Thank you, Limey. Eating snacks is a natural response. Chewing on the bones and getting nutrition. No! It's son of a bit. You don't know this dog. This dog is weird.
You guys could probably hear mine.
He's so weird.
She's luring up a storm.
This dog is he's unlike any other lab I've ever dealt with. I don't know. He's just weird. He's smart. But he's weird.
We have a chocolate lab.
He's a white lab. He's a Dudley lab. Rare breed, we found out, thanks to the vet. It was just like, It was like, well, hell, you could sell them and make some money off of them. Like, nope. Like, well, what about breeding them? And like, before we found out he's a Dudley lab, I already got him fixed. I was like, damn it!
That's why he chews up your stuff.
Yeah, he's mad. Take my balls away. He's eating remote controls now. It's just like, dude.
My mom's lab ate their remote control, so I understand that.
What is that? Shoes, okay. Go get the hat, okay. Bring me a piece of mail that I was messing with and holding with. Okay. He doesn't chew it up. He'll bring it to you and just like, here, thought you needed this.
Question number 3. What are some common mistakes people make when packing their bug-out bags, and how can these be avoided?
In a nutshell, overpacking. Answer, don't do it. People bring in the unnecessary stuff that they don't realize they don't need. Essentials. You only need essentials. Your hair dryer is not an essential, Karen. Your Crocs are not an essential. Your stuff like that. Just overpacking. Like, well, I might need this bowling pin. Remember the movie The Jerk? When he finally when him and the girl had the fight and he was leaving the mansion after he got this lawsuit, and he's just like, all I need is this chair and this lamp. That's all I need. This chair and this lamp and this fountain pen. That's all I need. No, you're taking too much. You don't need that. You don't need that. And then my thermos, and he ended up reducing it all the way down to his thermos, and that ended up being all he really needed was his thermos, and he unloaded all that stuff off of him, and yeah, it worked out for him in a roundabout way, but it did work out for him. You need your Hunter Brothers coffee in case she's doing a plug. Everybody check out hunterbrotherscoffee.com. Discount code UPCREW. Oh, UP crew. Okay. All right. But yeah, just overpacking. Not realizing what's essential and what's not. Really got to take when you stop. If I'd say in preparedness of making the bag, you really got to stop and take a second and look at this item, like, this computer mouse, and it's like, can I survive for 3 days without this thing? Can I survive for 3 weeks without this thing? Can I survive for 3 months without this thing? And just run that through your head. And it's like, if you can't get past 3 weeks Hell, if you can't get past 3 days, maybe you don't need it. If you can't get past 3 weeks, you probably don't really need it. You can get past 3 months, you definitely don't need it.
Yeah, and how can you consolidate it into like a multi-tool, or consolidate it, or use one item in multiple ways? You can have one item that you can use multiple ways to
You can throw a
consolidate as
bag
well.
of fruity sour candies in there. That doesn't take up much weight. That'd be all right. Well, it'd
Well,
be
yeah,
fun.
because you'd think comforting snacks would still be part of that mental health of survival. Yeah.
72 hours is standard, says NorCal Jim. Okay. Good point. Good point. That's what I said 3 days. That's what I started 3 days. And you can get you past that.
3 boards later, he's not allowed unsupervised around my computers.
Hmm?
You must be talking about his dog.
Oh, 3 keyboards later.
He talking about his dog. Is he talking about his dog or his kids? I don't know.
Probably the dog.
Sugar Booger, tell us what that means.
I think he's talking about his
dog. Okay. I thought he was talking about dog, maybe.
All right. Your turn, Chris.
Okay. So like I said, people usually overpack, and that's what either boggles them down or gives them too much stuff. Wears them out, uses their energy, which is a resource. When you're in a survival situation, you want to reserve as much energy as you can, because you never know what you're going to need the energy for later. So I like to focus on my multi-purpose tools, like I said, and any survival needs. Like, think of just the basic things that you need. And I think one of the mistakes people make is neglecting to test their items. They think that because it's in the bag that it's going to just be there and they have it and it's going to work. But you have to test it to make it sure it works, and that you're really good at using it, and that you're proficient at using it so that it works for you. Because if you get out there and you don't know how to use it, then what good is it to you that you've been carrying it around? Like, you need to play with it, get it going a few times, work with it or whatever, and remember how it works, and get yourself familiarized with it so that it's a natural thing that comes to you when it's a time that you need it, and it's an essential. If you consider it an essential, you better know how to do it with your eyes shut. It just should be that way, or you don't need it. Make sure everything is functional before packing and testing, like your fire starter, flashlights, first aid kits for getting seasonal adjustments for winter, summer, fall, spring, wet and or fire, like earthquakes. Like, you have to think about what type of different scenarios there are as well. Climate. I think not packing, like the mental health things again. I'm going to go back to that. Like, you have to have those mental health snacks, or comforting snacks, or a journal, comforting snacks, a hobby, something to keep your morale high situation. I don't care if it's a kazoo that you can just make noise with or something. But yeah. So don't forget the physiological side of survival as well. That's me, Zach.
Overpacking is a frequent mistake, as it leads to excessive weight and unnecessary items. For individuals with cerebral palsy or other mobility challenges, this can make the bag impractical to carry. Prioritizing lightweight, multi-purpose items helps reduce this issue. A common error is failing to include essential medications or adaptive tools, such as braces or sensory aids, which are critical for those with unique abilities. Regularly reviewing the bag's contents and replacing outdated or unused items helps keep it effective. Another mistake is overlooking accessibility in the choice of items. Blind individuals or those with limited dexterity might struggle with gear that requires precision or complex operations. Opting for items with tactile feedback, simple mechanisms, and clear labeling can address this issue. People with sensory sensitivities often encounter discomfort with scratchy or loud materials, which can cause stress during emergencies. Ensuring materials and items are sensory-friendly reduces this challenge. Failing to consider the user's individual needs, such as dietary restrictions for someone with Down syndrome, can render certain supplies useless. Selecting food that is easy to prepare and accommodates dietary limitations ensures it is consumable in a crisis. Ignoring communication tools, like whistles or radios with adaptive features, is another error. These tools are vital for reaching help and must be accessible to all users. Neglecting to test and practice with the items in the bug-out bag can result in confusion during emergencies. People with autism may benefit from familiarity with the gear to reduce anxiety. Regular drills allow everyone to understand the function and placement of each item. Forgetting to rotate perishables, such as food or batteries, compromises the bag's reliability over time. Failing to consider long-term usability can limit the effectiveness of a bug-out bag. Compact but sustainable solutions, such as solar-powered chargers, can support extended scenarios. Including instructions or visual guides for complex items ensures anyone can use them under stress. Addressing these common mistakes by personalizing and testing the bag enhances its reliability for everyone. UP out.
I forgot one item. Well, we'll wait for question 5 on that one. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, hell. A bottle of liquor. Better keep a nice size bottle of liquor. Strong, cheap liquor, because you never know. You just never know. You might have to
Because
do something medically on
medically,
yourself, and
yeah.
you ain't got no anesthetic and stuff like that, and to numb the pain. Like, let's go World War One style on this one, baby. And an extra belt. An extra belt. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about those two.
Black lawn garbage bags, collecting water, keeping gear or dry yourself dry. Good one, NorCal.
Honey? Honey, do we need honey out there? I'm not a big fan
I
of honey.
think NorCal also has another really good one, butterfly sutures. Those are really lightweight, but those are always in my first aid kit.
That's first aid kit stuff, yeah. Lightweight foldable shovel. Yeah, BBB brought that one up. Bodies have to be buried. Okay, I didn't see the second half of that.
It depends on
Honey,
if
it
you're the
has many
party. If you're
medical
the
uses.
Donner Party,
I wouldn't know where to begin to use honey medically, except for making a hottie toddy. Um,
you can mix it with different herbs and stuff for wounds and healing and stuff like that.
Y'all sometimes keep a small bowl, like a nice metal bowl with me, um, just in case to use it to do whatever I need over a fire. If I need to put something in it, heat it up, da da da. If I don't put it on a skewer that I've made out of a stick that I've whittled down. But yeah, why would you want a solar charger when nothing is going to work? When
When
I
the
mean, we
poop
don't know
hits the
that.
fan. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. You never know. That electronic device that you can use off of that solar charger can come in useful. A solar charger is a good thing to have. It's
Mm-hmm.
always going to keep charging. Um, you never know. It doesn't necessarily mean the grid is going to go down. It depends. I think we're coming up to that question here in the next one.
I
Yeah,
think so.
but yeah, we'll get into that. And that one, yeah. That would be my one cooking pot. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a nice little
Question
bowl.
number 4. How do you prioritize items in your bug-out bag for different scenarios, such as natural disasters, societal unrest, or long-term survival situations?
Well, natural disasters, long-term survival situations, probably basically about everything we've said already. Societal unrest. I just got a bag full of guns and ammo. Um, I'll take what I need, and that's real. No, too much, too soon, too late. I said it. Um, that is, man. I mean, it's a dang good old question. To prioritize. I think we've kind of answered that a little bit.
I think like the way to prioritize would be what is it you essentially need to survive? Water, food, shelter. Those things which always going to be your first, and then everything goes to priority under that of depending on um, consider how quickly you might need to evacuate and or pack accordingly. Um,
Yeah, I want to stay in the
different scenarios,
categories. I want to stay in the
prioritize.
categories of. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, I think it would go on what is essential to survive first, and that's what he's asking is how would you prioritize immediate, like if it was going to be staying at home, like because there was a natural disaster, like you would want the things that's going to get you through, so you would prioritize by what is the essential to get you to survive and live, because you're not going to necessarily, if you're at home, you're not going to need the shovel and all those things. You more than likely you need food, water, those kind of things,
Yeah,
just
I try to.
depending on the scenario. Oh, give me that face. Birthday Twinsy.
I like in the sense of prioritize or stay in the categories of like self-sustainment
Right.
and
Exactly.
self-protection.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes. Because if you, especially if you're staying at home, you want to also protect your home. And a lot of times you have people that will break into your home. And so you're going to want to prioritize those kind of things. So food and water and protecting your dwelling or your space from people that want to break in and steal or take things, hurt you, harm you. But yeah, it all depends on the situation, and consider the emergency. That's why you should probably have different types of bug out bags so that you have them for different scenarios and situations.
yeah, that. Girls, I keep ponytail holders in my meds bag because I will need this haircut back.
I'm going to put those with the tampons. Thank you, Emery.
I don't know. I think if I was a girl with long hair and got caught in a situation, I think I'd cut my hair.
But look,
I think
franchise.
I
They go
would.
on
I
like this.
mean,
We could use them for all kinds of things.
no, not to say that the hair ponytail holders are unnecessary, but just simply keeping the constant not have to deal with keeping the hair out of your face or getting it caught on
Mhm.
anything. I'd probably keep it short, and especially in a defensive fighting situation, nobody can grab your hair. Um, oh, where we learned that from? Child's Play 3. Um, as the barber in that movie explained why the military has short haircuts, so the enemy can't grab your hair and uh, go across your neck. Um,
I think
sorry,
it's
that's one of those things that stuck with me in
yeah.
movies as a young
How
age.
many people that intend on packing a new pew pew actually train at the range?
That's a good question.
I do. I have
That's a good
like
question.
um I think it's more about like what Zach's question is overall sustainability. Think about sustainability first and then prioritize your needs by sustainability because
Because
we've already covered.
I got at least three with me. One on the hip, shotgun around my back, and an extra handgun in the bag itself. Some of them got to stay behind. Sadly enough.
Oh, unless
Well,
you're
sorry to
it's a go-to bag and you're at home defending your territory.
say so. Oh, if we're at home,
taking care of taking care of business.
that terrible boating accident. Oh man, God, I missed those.
Zach, I think it's Zach's turn.
I'm not cutting my hair. Oh, what a ready. I quit. What'd you say, Ben?
Prioritizing items in a bug-out bag depends on the likely scenarios and the individual's unique needs. For natural disasters, water purification, first aid kits, and communication devices take precedence. Those with cerebral palsy or other mobility challenges should include additional braces, mobility aids, or backup equipment for their specific needs. In situations of societal unrest, self-defense tools, secure identification, and discreet packaging are essential to ensure personal safety. For individuals with blindness, tactile maps or GPS devices that provide audio feedback are critical in scenarios requiring navigation. Prioritizing sensory comfort items, such as noise-canceling headphones for those with autism or SPD, can help manage overwhelming environments. These tools can provide much-needed calm in chaotic situations. Including extra medication and sensory aids ensures long-term usability of the bug-out bag's contents. For long-term survival, multi-purpose tools and sustainable resources like solar-powered devices and seed packets gain importance. Individuals with Down syndrome might benefit from visual aids or simplified tools that they can use independently. Emergency blankets and weather-appropriate clothing for extended exposure to the elements are vital. Including duplicates of essential items reduces risks associated with loss or failure during prolonged use. Creating tiered levels of necessity ensures critical items are packed first. First-tier essentials include water, food, and medical supplies, while second-tier items focus on tools and comfort. Considering the individual's abilities ensures these tiers align with their needs. Families or groups with varying abilities might create separate but complementary bags to distribute the weight and responsibilities.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I think that's a good idea.
Carry
Adapting
this.
priorities based on the user's unique circumstances ensures preparedness for specific scenarios. Reviewing the bag's contents and rotating items according to the season or anticipated risks keeps it practical. Long-term preparation includes both physical supplies and mental readiness to use them effectively. Tailoring the bag's priorities fosters confidence in its usefulness during diverse emergencies. UP out.
Yeah, that is that was a good point that Sugar Booger kind of hinted on. Um, especially if you got a family, we can divide. We can bring a lot more stuff. Yeah, and you divide it up amongst the people who can carry what. What are they going to be efficient at carrying? And we boom keep moving. But yeah, by yourself, whole nother story. Uh, I'm so sad. But I like it that way. Oh, thank you. And now I'm depressed. Oh, jeez. All right. It was nice talking to y'all tonight. I'm gonna go find that 50 foot of rope. But
Stop it.
huh? What? What
Question
happened?
number
Stop
5.
it.
What are the best strategies for regularly updating and maintaining your bug-out bag to ensure the contents remain useful and in good condition?
Ha! What do you say? Regular maintenance. Well, say regular
I'd
maintenance,
say
but always
quarterly.
checking it.
Yeah, quarterly
Yeah,
minimum.
you take this one. Yeah, you go. You go. You go. You go.
Oh, quarterly minimum every 6 months, semi-annually, but, I would recommend quarterly to at least pull everything out, refresh everything, look, make sure everything's good, um, and then pack it back up. And sometimes when you do that, it's kind of like you pull out everything out of your go bag and you realize, you know what, I don't really need this, or it's not valid anymore of to have in there, or it's of no longer a purpose. Or you think of something that you might want to put in there that you don't have in there to replace something else, or you might have seen something to replace something that's more lightweight or whatever. But if you're not going through it and you're not keeping out of sight, out of mind, then when you need it, it might not be to the best that you need it to be. So I think quarterly is awesome to just refresh and recheck everything, do a checklist, make sure everything's in there, that maybe you didn't accidentally take something out and forget to put it back in there. Cause I've done that before where I've gone, oh, you know what? I want my camel pack. And then I forget to put it back, like, and then you don't have it. And if you do need it in an emergency, you forget to put it. So just checklist, check it out. Replace expired food, old batteries, damaged gear, check for wear and tear on the bag itself, update based on changes in location, seasons as you move or as the seasons change. Make sure your bag reflects on new environments. For example, add more warm clothing or winter time to adjust for that kind of thing. Also, seasonal illness like frostbite, if you're going to be somewhere where there's a lot of snow or those kind of things. Um, Rotate food and water. Ensure that your perishable items are still safe to consume. Consider using a rotate out method to keep stock fresh. Test items regularly. So, like your MREs, even though you have MREs, still check your MREs and make sure that they're still good. I know that a lot of people say that like spam lasts forever. So, a lot of people have spam in their bug out bag. Because it is a form of protein and it pretty much can any temperature and it's long lasting. But seems like fire starter, flashlight, water filter, ensure that they're all working properly. So test everything. Don't just pull it out and look at it. Test it, and then put it all back. And just give it a refresh every quarter. And then based on threats and personal needs. So, like, you could have more than one bag, and one can be for like, if you aren't sure there's going to be an earthquake or a fire, like where I live, um, we had a few years back, we were evacuated for a potential flood, and then not very much long after that, maybe a year or two after that, a very large area of where I live in Northern California burned in the Paradise Fire. So there were two totally different things. One was water, one was fire. So you have to think of what those scenarios could be, and prepare for what it is that you're going to be going up against. That's all. BBB out.
Everything she just
Regularly
said.
updating a bug-out bag begins with scheduling periodic checks. Quarterly reviews allow for the replacement of expired food, medications, and batteries. For individuals with cerebral palsy or motor impairments, ensuring that equipment remains functional and easy to use is crucial. Tactile checks for wear and tear help blind individuals assess the condition of items. Sensory aids and items for autism or SPD should be reviewed to ensure they remain effective. Weather changing necessitates seasonal adjustments to the bag's contents. Adding extra clothing, sunscreen, or rain gear ensures preparedness for varying conditions. For individuals with limited mobility, lightweight and easy-to-pack options reduce the strain of these additions. Adapting the bag to seasonal needs ensures it remains practical and ready for diverse environments. Reassessing personal needs is another vital strategy. Changes in health, diet, or physical abilities may require modifications to the bag. For those with Down syndrome or sensory needs, this could mean swapping items for more accessible or comfortable alternatives. Consulting with caregivers or family members about updates ensures the bag continues to meet its purpose. Testing the functionality of tools and gear ensures readiness during emergencies. People with unique abilities may benefit from drills that familiarize them with the bag's layout and items. Practicing these routines reduces stress and builds confidence in using the bag effectively. Including step-by-step guides or tactile markers simplifies navigation during high-pressure situations. Incorporating feedback from actual usage or practice scenarios highlights any gaps in the bag's contents. Addressing these gaps promptly keeps the bag reliable. Cleaning and repacking the bag regularly ensures hygiene and reduces wear on perishable items. Ensuring the bag is stored in a dry, accessible location preserves its integrity. Maintaining a list of contents helps track updates and replacements. Digital or tactile lists provide accessible options for individuals with unique abilities. Creating a routine around updates and involving family members fosters a collective approach to readiness. The right strategies ensure the bug-out bag remains a trusted resource for any situation. UP out.
That was good, Zach.
I mean, everything y'all both just said, but also don't forget to check the bag
Yeah, the
itself
actual bag.
for rips, tears, loose threads. If you think that thing might be compromised, um, get rid of it and get a new one. um, that's something else you could put in your bug out bag is a backup bug out bag in case the primary gets messed up. They don't take up much space. You fold them down and compress them and stuff like that. Keeping on that bag. But yeah, definitely everything y'all just said. Of course, rotating your stock, keeping checks on those dates, especially medicine and food supplies. Um, I think Sugar Burger just said something about a saline solution doesn't expire. Who just said that? Yeah, he did. That doesn't expire, so don't let them fool you. Might be something interesting to add. But yeah, um, make sure your product's still wet or not wet, dry and in usable condition. And while you're checking your bag, I don't do it like not like 2 times a year. I probably check about three. Um, I'm not a one upper. Stop it. The- but to make sure everything still works. Make sure everything is still functional. Make sure everything is great. Of course, I'm not checking my flares and my glow sticks. I'm gonna assume they're fine. But
Or just
if
replace
enough
them.
time, yeah, I mean, if enough time has gone by,
Replace them,
um,
yeah.
at
Be safe.
least a year. If I've had them for at least a year, maybe crack one just to see if it's still putting out good life. Because if it's still putting out good life, then it's like, all right, the rest of them are fine. I'm not worried about that. But the flares, and I don't mess with the flares. Yeah, just make sure the flares are dry. I'm like, all right, you know those things are going to be good. I'm thinking about buying a flare gun now.
Oh gosh. I
This is
actually
a high
love.
level signaling device, you know?
Well, so is
Always
all the
keep
new.
your guns oiled.
Yeah. I mean,
Always keep your guns oiled. Check
I mean,
your ammo for rust. Yeah, simple stuff like that.
um, also like, I had something I was going to say, but now I totally went out my brain. I brain bended it.
You bended your brain.
Yeah. Tired.
Do you want to see Emery's bag?
Yes, I would love
Sure.
to. That would be
Oh, no.
awesome. Nice.
Oh,
Wow, Emery.
it's nothing but meds. So you're gonna stay medicated during your whole time. All
I
right.
see a pair of glasses in there and some dental floss. So,
I see a good time.
gosh, Emery, good. I also wanted to suggest if you have any valuables, if it gets to a situation where there's like hostile people around that are trying to like vandalize and stuff like that, I sew a small little thing in the inside of my to go like my bug out bag that's like a hidden pocket, and I put my valuables in. That way, it's kind of hidden from out of sight, and then I'm not so likely to get robbed or attacked because my valuables are stored away. Just a point I'd like to make in that situation.
Emery, I don't know what that comment means. Oh,
It's
did I say?
vitamins,
Oh, you're talking
silly.
to somebody else.
It's
Hey,
vitamins,
you
silly.
combine them enough, you can still have a
Any
good
final
time.
thoughts about tonight's topic?
Yeah,
You're
drugs are
awesome.
good.
You're awesome, Zach. Yeah, I think that everybody should have some sort of go bag or um, some kind of emergency bag, a bug out bag to go bag, a go to bag if you're staying at home, or a go to tote. Just something. Everybody should be prepared because you never know. It could be like right now that you get a notice. What are you going to do right now? Are you ready? Can you just walk out the door and survive? If not, you probably should put something together.
Well, NorCal gym, you can't fit in that into a gym bag, but um, I understand where that is coming from of learning self-defense. If you want to learn now while the time is good.
Before an emergency. Yeah.
I'm studied in several martial arts, but go ahead and learn now before, like, I don't want to say too late, but it's better to have that knowledge now. Bottle of liquor and drugs are good. Well, wait, drugs are bad. Are they bad or good? Now, I don't know anymore.
Jesus
Even
Christ.
if they're vitamins, I don't care. Hey, you ever take a handful of anyway?
Yeah, are you gonna be able to function? Are you gonna be able to function in an emergency
You
situation?
might be able to find a safe place to where you can hunker down. And
Oh,
have
stop.
you ever seen The Last of Us? I mean, there's
The
places you
Last of
can
the
hunker.
Mohicans, maybe.
Anyway, um, last
I wanna
thoughts,
be alert.
just be mindful. Um, I think there's really a emphasis on uh, I'm really stuck on that question about when you think which question was that? I think it was question two. Oh yeah. Question two about determining the size and weight. I just want to stick on it and emphasize that if you gotta struggle to pick that thing up, you might got some stuff in there that you don't need. You really don't. You want to be able to grab that thing and go. You really do. And even if it's just to bring it up and put it on your shoulder, put it across your shoulder or on your back, you should be able to do that efficiently and practice doing that. Practice moving that thing around. Like do that about 10 when you pack your bag, however you got it set up. Practice picking up and moving real fast, and stop and reset. Do it again. Do that about 10 times and then check the bag again. See how much stuff is shifted around. Um, See if there's weight distribution that has happened because that can be an issue out there when you really need to move. You really want your stuff fixated. Now, like that bag that Embry just showed, yeah, they got their own little separate little sections.
Yeah.
That's cool. Not every bag offers that, but you can pack your stuff in a way to where it doesn't ship if you pack properly. And you can take measures to where you can create to where you can put little thin like pieces of cardboard of dividers and maybe divide your bag up into sections, and boom, have them about the same ground to top of bag height, and keep them separated to keep them from moving around, shifting like that. You can even rig it up. You can rig up your own bag. But
Mhm.
I would say practice with that stuff. Make sure you know how to pick it up, you know where to pick it up, boom, how to move with it. Practice moving with it. Boom. Um, yeah, that's
Clean house with it.
yeah.
Vacuum, dust.
And
Get used to it.
spend time at the target ranges and learn how to bow hunt. You never know.
Archery. I love archery. I have a compound bow as well.
I love bow hunting.
Yeah. We have a Martin.
Thank
I
you
have a
for
Martin
joining
and
me
a
for this
Barton.
episode of Unique Prepping's Community. I hope this information about bug-out bags and the 10 essential life-saving items has inspired you to take steps toward being prepared, no matter your unique abilities or challenges. If you found this content helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts, questions, or tips. Your input makes this community stronger. Visit the Unique Prepping linktree for awesome merch, donation options, and affiliate links to support our work. Be sure to check out our partners listed in the description to help support the causes that are so close to my heart. Your contributions make a big difference. As always, I love you and appreciate every one of you for being part of this journey. Let me leave you with this verse: "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." 2 Timothy 1 verse 7.
Love it. That was awesome, Zach. Thank you so much for the invite. I am so honored and complimented that you invited me to your channel tonight. Thank you.
Nutrient survival isn't just survival food. It's special ops grade. Built to the nutritional standards of the U.S. Special Ops and packed with 40 essential nutrients. Formulated to sustain energy, sharpen focus, and keep you and your family thriving during any emergency. Real food, real ingredients. Oh, and a 25-year shelf life. Our meals will kick your taste buds in the mouth and have them coming back for dessert. Yeah, we've got that too. So whether you're digging in or bugging out, you don't just survive an emergency situation, you thrive in it. Nutrient survival. Feed your freedom.
Hey community, Unique Prepping has partnered up with Hunter Brothers Coffee. It's a veteran-owned coffee company out of Pennsylvania. They sell across the world, and have light, medium, dark roasts, ground or whole beans, and even flavored coffee. If you like to order coffee, use my link in the description of this video or go to my link tree. At checkout you'll get a 9% discount. Order you some coffee and help support veterans in need and help get service dogs as well. Thank you, and let's help our veterans since they helped keep our country safe.
Making moves on your chess piece, always on the grind in this game called life. Gotta sharpen up the mind. Unique prepping, got the vision locked and loaded. Every challenge that arises, I'm determined, I'm devoted. Stay ready for the call and to life's demands, and we'll rise together. We'll take our stands. Unique prepping, it's more than a show. We're building foundations, we're ready to grow. Like, share, comment, let your voice be known. Together we can thrive, we're never alone. Every view, every like, your support is the fire that keeps me hyped. Comment, depth, and insight, share the vision wide. This community's growing and we'll ride this tide. So go ahead and subscribe, don't miss a beat. Tune in next time, let's make this complete. Unique prepping, it's more than a show. We're building foundations, we're ready to grow. Like, share, comment, let your voice be known. Together we can thrive, we're never alone. Pushing forward, let that fire ignite. See you next time, let's keep it bright. Like, share, comment. Prepping, it's more than a show. We're building foundations. We're ready to grow. Like, share, comment. Comment, let your voice be known. Together we can thrive. We're never alone. You pushing forward, let that fire ignite. See you next time, let's make this complete. Unique crafting, it's more than a show. We're building foundations, we're ready to grow. Like, share, comment, let your voice be known. Together we can thrive, we're never alone. Never alone. Never alone. Keep pushing forward, let that fire ignite. See you next time, let's keep it bright. Yeah. Let that fire ignite. See you next time, let's keep it bright.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5 verse 9 KJV.